Kelly, the Roman warrior. Chapter 1. Kelly and the Fires. It was 2,000 years in the past in Roman, and there was a girl, and her name was Kelly Mariana Caesar Johansson, and she was 19 years old. She had bulk hair down to her waist, and a prefect face, and wore a Roman armor and sword and helmet made of gold and silver, and it was cost a lot of money. She lived in a big Roman house with pillars and everything, and her father was rich. He was the Caesar, and he owned all the houses for 100 miles around, and he had thousands of Roman dollars what they used in 2,000 years ago. Her mother was dead. She was killed in an invasion 1 year after Kelly was born. It was very sad, and then her dad wanted her to be like a girl and not to fight in the war. "I want to fight in war," she said, but father said, "No, you must not. What happened if you did as well? I would cry for years." And then Kelly was unset. "Father is wrong. I will find a way to go to the war. I must fight for Romans," she whispered to herself as she went out of the room. The next morning, Kelly was woke up in the house by a butler who was her dad's slave. He did not abuse his slaves, though, because that is mean. Anyway, she got out of bed and looked around, and the butler said, "The house is on fire!" "Oh no!" screamed Kells. That is her nickname. "I must save my dad from the flames." And so she ran to her dad's bedroom for look for him, but he was gone. She looked out of window and saw a giant monster in Roman town. It was wrecking all the houses. It breathed fire and had evil claw that dropped with blood, and its eyes were red and skin was black as a dark night. "Oh no! Godzilla has attacked! I knew this day would come! The army was too weak to stop him coming to our land! I must get my armor and weapons!" And so she ran to the armor place for where it was kept. She got her golden armor and helmet, and also her father's magic sword and shield. And she also took a bow and arrow, and then ran outside to the stables. Inside she finds her friend Elkus. He was a magic ghost deer, like the Patronus deer from Harry Potter and the Holy Grail / Goblet of Fires, and also he could talk. "Elkus, come with me. Godzilla is attacking our land. We must escape." And so Elkus said, "Forsooth, my lady, I will carry you." He talks like old time, like in an old-timey book we read at school one time. Anyway, Kelly got onto Elkus, and they rided away from Roman. "I must find my father, but Godzilla is too powerful for me, and Elkus too fight. But I will come back," she cried, loudly into the sun's sight as the night began to fall. Chapter 2. A Meeting in the Drac. In the night, Elkus and Kelly walked for many hours, until they came to a small hut in the road. It was made of wood and sticks, and there was a light from the top of it. So Kelly got off and went to knock on the door for see who was in it owned the hut. "Knock, knock, hello, is anyone there?" she muttered, but no one answered. Elkie said, "It looks like no one is there." But the door opened. It was a small woman with wrinkled face and a cloak, and she said, "Who is it?" "Hello, I am from Roman. Our town was attacked by Godeslia. I was the only survivor, but I have no place to sleep." "All right, you can come inside," said the woman. Inside the hut was dark, and the corner was a fire, and it flickered spookily on the walls. There was an old table with herb on and some chairs, and Kelly and the woman sat down, and Elkus sat on the floor. "Hello, Kelly, and welcome to my hut," said the woman. "How did you know my name?" exclaimed Kells. "I am very wise. I can see into the future and the past and the present, and I know everything." "Oh, wow!
Miami, you can tell me where is my father. He was in the house when attacked, but I know he is still alive. I can try to see where he is, but I will need special ingredients for the spell. There are very rare. Ark, I can get them for you. What do you need? I will need a orgy brain from the Cave of Skulls on Mount Terrybell, a bag of gold dust from the mines in the desert in the west, a cup of blood from a vampire at Dracula's castle, and one final ingredient. It is a rare plant from the Junagles. Ark, I can find them. I must know where my father is,
shouted Kers, and she put the saddle back on Ilkis.
Here I have a map of the 4 places you must go,
said the woman mysteriously.
Thank you.
And so Kelly got back on Elkis and they rode off to the Dracula castle.